Welcome to Brazil Institute. Gross Premium Prospective Reserve. So this is a new chapter. It is coming under the actuarial mathematics. So it is cm1, and we have a 200 plus classes is available. So visit the www.bravelinstitute.com and register. There is option of registration. After registration, subscription option is there. So module wise or chapter wise or entire subject wise also you can subscribe. So here in this chapter, what is the prospective reserve? So in last chapter we studied the loss random variable, future loss random variable. So where is getting the loss at a particular time period? We are getting loss. When it will become loss, it is a future outgo. Future outgo means it is a benefits and expenses. So future outgo is greater than future income. Future income. So what will happen in that time? It will be a loss. Future outgo means it is a benefits, payment of benefits and expenses is higher than our premium. We are collecting the premium. This benefits and expenses is higher than the premium. The company will face the loss. So once you solve loss means company is becoming solvent. So we have to consider this loss. Every company we have to consider when it will becoming loss. So avoid this loss. How to avoid this loss? We need reserve. We need some amount we have to keep aside for avoid this loss. So reserve. This reserve here we are calculating two types is there. One is a prospective reserve and other calculation retrospective reserve. Prospective reserve is expected present value based on the expected present value. Retrospective reserve is calculating based on the accumulation. Accumulation is the some time period. So prospective reserve at a time t, any point of time, we can calculate here, we can calculate here at any point of time in the period of policy period at any point of time. Here now we are calculating at the time here age x at the time s plus t, we are calculating the reserve. In this time, how much reserve is required? Reserve. This reserve is calculating based on the future outgo and future income. So expected present value of future outgo and minus of expected present value of future income. That we can call as a reserve, that we can represent as a T. It is a prospective reserve. So expected present value, how to calculate? Here is a lot of expenses will be there and benefits will be there. This all we have to take into the at the time S plus T. All these expenses, benefits. So what are the terms we'll consider for the insurance? We are considering sum assured, benefits and expenses I plus E plus F and our premium is the G. So sometime sum assured S along with B, bonus also will give. S along with B, bonus also will give. This three term is a expenses. This is a initial and this is a renewal, and this is a terminal or claim expense. So this all expenses we are collecting. All expenses, all benefits. So what are the terms is calculated here? Mortality rate. What are the terms is depending? Mortality rate, and second is the bonus. We are analyzing the what is the bonus rate, and we analyzing the expenses. You see, all types of expenses we are analyzing. Mortality rate is depending on the sum assured what benefit is we are paying, and bonus and expenses, and what is income, interest rate. Income means interest rate, how much interest rate is getting. So we are all this parameter is affecting on the future outgo and future income. So based on this parameter, we are calculating the how much reserve is required. So reserve means minimum amount of reserve. Minimum amount of reserve amount is required to avoid the loss. At a particular time t. At particular time t, how much minimum amount is required to avoid the loss. So that is the calculation by using the prospective reserve calculation. It is expected present value of future outgo and expected present value of future income. Hope you understood about the what is the prospective reserve. So we'll start with again. It is a loss. So company will have a loss. When company will face the loss, if outgo benefits and expenses is paying higher than the future income, then company will face the loss. So avoiding this loss, company is making the minimum amount requirement. Minimum amount keep aside as a reserve. Minimum amount is keeping aside as a reserve. In here, in prospective reserve calculation, we are taking as a expected present value future outgo. So this is a particular time. So what is expected present value? This is a lot of future outgo is there. All we are taking to the time period s plus t, expected present future outgo. And what are the premium is paying? This all years, n years, here maybe n years, what we are getting the premium, that also we taking to the time s plus t. So that expected present value of future income and expected present value of future outgo, to find out the what is the reserve is required. That much amount that it is higher means it is a loss. That amount is required as a reserve at a time. This particular time we required that much reserve to avoid the loss. This loss avoid. So hope you understood about the in this gross premium. Gross premium means we are calculating the, we are considering the mortality rate, bonus, expenses, and interest rate. All many things are parameters are calculating. We are measuring this all many different parameters. Based on this parameter only, we finding out the what is the reserve is required. For example, when term assurance, we are taking one term assurance. Term assurance is taking for the 35-year-old person. So 35-year-old person is taken the one term assurance, and is taken for the term assurance up to age 75. So he is taken 40 years, 40 years of term assurance. Now you see, initially he has to pay sum assured, he has to pay 10,000 when he died within the period of time. So it is a term assurance. Term assurance means within the period of time, if you died, you have to pay the death benefit. So in initially Q, initially at 35, here is at the age of 40. At the age of 40, what is the risk of death benefit risk? It is a Q40. This will be a lesser, this value will be lesser, lesser risk. We can say that mortality rate is lesser, mortality rate is less at the age of 40. Now increasing the age, so here it's at the age of 50, it is a little bit increasing. Though what is the risk at the age of 50? It's a Q50. So it is slowly risk is increasing. At the age of 60, you see 10,000 is paying a Q60. So slowly what is the risk is faced at the 35 to 40, it is changed to 40 to 50, or it is changed to 60, and it is changed to 70. 70 is a higher risk. There is a lot of chance he is going to die. Higher risk is there, he is going to die. So expenses, this benefit payment will be lesser in initial time. Initial time maybe it is a lesser, but in going to up, it will be a higher chance of paying the amount. So company will pay. So a lot of insurance is maturing at, people are maturing at 75 years. So what will happen, this period of time, lot of people are expired or died. So company has to pay more benefits, more death benefit has to pay. So it is a more outgo is higher, outgo will be higher. So company will face the loss. So company has to make the reserve any point of time. Here how much reserve is required, here how much reserve is required, company will calculate here how much reserve is required, here how much reserve is required. So any point of time company has to calculate the reserve, how much reserve is required to avoid this types of loss. So that is a calculation we are taking as a prospective reserve calculation, is a expected future outgo and minus the expected present value of future income. So we can take some other example. Whole life assurance. If you are considering the whole life assurance, whole life assurance is taking the whole life assurance. We have a parameters S, I, E, F, and G. So 5 parameter only we are considering. And S sum assured, S is sum assured. Sum assured is a paying immediately. Sum assured is paying immediately on death. Immediately on death. So it is a whole life assurance. Whole life assurance. We can make the formula. How to make the formula for the calculating the prospective reserve. So whole life assurance immediately on death means we will take as a TH. will take a TH. TH is a complete future lifetime, and KS is the current future lifetime. This all we studied in later chapters. So at a particular this we can take as a TH, and is immediately on death. As a particular time we are going to give the sum assured immediately on death, immediately after death, immediately paying the sum assured. And G is the paying advance, paying as advance up to his death. Up to his death we are paying the advance. G is a premium is paying as advance up to his policy period or up to his death. And we have initial expenses is there, initial expenses, and renewal expenses is there, renewal expenses paying as advance or start of the year. Every start of the year we can write like that, start of the year, renewal is start of the year. And terminal expense also immediately on death, so all by 5 parameter we considered here. And now we can make the formula. So at loss we are calculating, first initially we write the future loss random variable. Loss we are calculating at the age of x, it is at the time of s plus t. Loss we are calculating at the time of s plus t. At the time of s plus t we are going to calculate the, at the time of t we are going to calculate the loss. This is a t years, we can write as a t years. So time means it is a s plus t. At the time of t years, after h, at the time of t years we are going to calculate the loss. So loss is a random variable, future loss random variable. How to calculate the future loss random variable? Sum assured, what is a sum assured is taking to the present value. It is a present value. Sum assured is taking to the present value. It is a t s plus t, t s plus t. It is taking to time t s plus t only. So t s plus t, so taking to the present value. So loss will calculate as a present value. Plus initially, here there is no initial expenses. And renewal expenses, we can take a renewal expense is paying as a start of the every year. So it is a start of the year, so it is advanced due. And here it is paying as a s plus t plus 1. It's a, like paying like an annuity, is paying like up to is death, is here is paid as a ks plus 1 because it is advance. So it is will be a ks plus 1. So it is ks plus t, we can put as a ks plus t. Here is a died, he is died at here, we can mention red so you'll understand. He is died at here, ts plus t, died. Immediately he paying the advance. So it is a annuity, is like a annuity. So present value of annuity, it is paying every year. Renewal expenses is paying every year, every start of the every year. So it is like a annuity, ks plus t plus 1. And terminal expenses also we can write as a v raised to ts plus t. Terminal expense also in the same time we are paying. And minus of g also same like a paying as a advance payment. It is a ks plus t up to ks plus t plus 1. So this is the loss, future loss random variable. Future loss at time t, at future loss at time t we calculating like a present value. This is a present value. Sum assured is taken to the present value at the time of ts plus t. This is a present value. This is annuity is taken as a advance. It is a present value because it's paying as a start of the every year. And here also this terminal expense is also taken to the present value at the time here. And this is a premium. Now we are calculating the t reserve, prospective reserve. What is the meaning? It is a expectation of loss at the time t, expectation of loss. So we have to calculate as a yes, expected value of v raised to ts plus t, and plus e expected value of a ks plus t plus 1, and plus f expected value of v raised to ts plus t, and minus g expected value of a ks plus t plus 1. So this is the calculation for the expected value. So expected value, how to get this expected value? It is a e t raised to s plus t. So this is expected value, we can write as a it is immediately on death s plus t. So this is this term already we studied in the previous chapter, how to find out the v raised to ts plus t. It is, we can represent as a bar s plus t, and this also we can represent as a e plus e a due s plus t, a due s plus t. So this one expectation of this annuity we can write as a due s plus t, plus this is also f, also it is an immediately on death s plus t, and minus of g a due s plus t. Yes. So this is the formula for the T at the prospective reserve. Prospective reserve is equal to, this is the formula. In this case, is a particular case we consider as a whole life assurance. Particular case, we have taken the, this is a expected present value. Expected present value. This is a bar s plus t means a bar y given. It is immediately on death. This term is already studied in many previous chapters. What is the ix? It is expectation of e raised to s plus 1. So this term already we studied. It is immediately on death. So it is a v raised to ts plus t. And e expectation of this is already we studied, ax is equal to expectation of a ks plus 1. So this is all we studied in the last many chapters. And this also we can write as a s plus t. You can write as a like that. And this is also expectation of this one we can write like a. So this all we have studied. So expected loss at the time t we are representing as a prospective reserve. So if you are calculating here, we will get the prospective reserve. How much reserve is required at a particular time? At a particular time t. Hope we understood about the prospective reserve. We have in a prospective reserve one thing in the mind. It is a expected present value. Expected present value. That means in time t, when person is died, we are taking to the all our future outgo. Future outgo is taking to the present value at time t. So what is the future outgo is there, and what is the future income is there? Both we are taking to the at the time t. So then we are calculating what is the reserve required. So we can solve one problem. In the endowment assurance policy, we need to calculate 25-year endowment assurance policy. 25-year endowment assurance policy is person at the age of 45, 50. So it is a 25-year endowment assurance policy. So it is at the age of 70. So endowment assurance. So what is endowment assurance particularity? If person is died within the period of time, he will get the death benefit. If he is matured at the time, he will get the sum assured amount. So person at exactly 45 years, he has taken the endowment assurance policy. 25 years endowment assurance policy has taken, and premium is paying 2132. This is amount of premium is paying every year. So premium is paying 2132 is paying per annum, advance or start of the every year. So premium is given, and sum assured is 75,000. Sum assured is 75,000. It is end of the year, year of death. So it's paying at the end of the year, not in immediately on death. It is end of the year of death. So if he died here at the time, he died in the time here, it is a KX, he will pay at KX plus 1. End of the year of death only, he will pay the benefit. So 75,000 end of the year of death. And expenses, initial expenses is 75% of the first premium, and around 250 plus 250, not and plus 250. And renewal expenses 5% of renewal premium, 5% of the renewal premium. Now we have to calculate the terminal expenses is not mentioned here, and we are using AM92 table, AM92 ultimate. So our table is mortality table is AM92 ultimate mortality, and 4% of per annum, 4% of interest per annum, 4%. Now we are going to calculate. So 5% is a renewal subsequent premium, or each subsequent premium. So first premium and 5% renewal premium, and initial 75% first premium 250 and 75,000 end of the year of death. This is a condition. So we have a S plus S I. So we have all the parameters. We have calculated I, E, F, and G. Now at 10th year, we are calculate after 10th year. 10 years. After 10 years, we want to calculate the reserve. Here is we have to calculate the reserve at a time T. Reserve at a 10th year. So this is all our conditions. Reserve we are going to calculate at the time 10 year. So he is maybe at the age of 55. He is maybe at the age of 55. 55. So this is the problem. Now we have to calculate what is the reserve. So we can write as a T prospective at the 10 year prospective reserve is equal to expected present value of future outgo minus expected present value of future income. So at the time 10 years, now we can think about the what is the premium reserve, future income. What is the premium? We can write, we have received a premium of how many years he will get a premium. Already 10 year is over, it is totally 25-year only. So how many years? Another 55-year-old person will get another 15 years premium. So 55-year-old person will get the 15 years. It is annuity due, because every start of the year only premium is paying every start of the year. So this is the my future income, all the future expenses of all future income and expenses. So this is my future income. Premium, all premium is paying every year, and a 55-year-old person another 15 years is paying the premium, and it is advanced due, it is paying start of the year. So how to calculate A 55 15? How to calculate the formula is available here. ADUHCN, it is a AH A 55 minus of V raised n NP of H, we can write as a D S plus N divided by DH, we can write like that. This V raised n NPS, we can write a DS plus N divided by DH, and here is a AS plus N, so A 65. So this is values taken from AM92 ultimate mortality table values. It is a 15.873, and this value will get 517 and 0.23 divided by 1105.41, and here we'll get a 10.375. So if you calculate, you will get the 11.0185. So here it is a payment premium is 2132. 2132 is paying 11.0185. So what is the value? It will get 23,491. So this is the future present value of the future premium. So every year is getting premium. Up to 70 years. So present value of this premium, is 23,491. So expected present value of income is over. Now expected present value future outgo. So first we will start with the benefit. So benefit is paying 75,000 end of the year of death. So we can write that 75,000. It is a endowment assurance. So it is 55 15. So endowment assurance we have no AHN equal to, it is a term assurance plus pure term assurance. So A1 SN plus AHN. We can same formula we can apply here also. AHN is equal to SN plus, same formula we can apply. A1 HN is equal to AS minus VN PS and AS plus N. So this one we can write here. Here we can write the AHCN is equal to AS minus DS plus N divided by DS and AS plus N plus AS. This is the ASN. This one we can write as a ds plus n divided by ds. So this one also we can change it to the ds plus n divided by dx. We can give like that. So this term is a1 ASCN and this is the ASCN, this term. So this value will calculate from the table. You get the AH will get calculated from the directly, you can calculate from the table. And one more formula is there for calculating the AHCN. AHCN we can calculate one more formula. It is a 1 minus d ADU HCN. This formula also we can apply and we can calculate this. This formula is not written here. This formula also we can use to apply and we can calculate here. You will get the value of 0.57621. So AH will get from the table ultimate AM92 ultimate mortality table, and this value also will get from the table. What is AS? AS is AS 55. So this is AS. Here it is a 55 due 15. So here it is a 55 will get from the table, and this is a 70 55 plus 15, and here it is in 55. AS plus 1 is a 70. So this one will get, this whole value will get from the table. This 70, this is getting from the AM92 table. Finally we will get 0.5627. So this one we can write as a 75,000 0.57621. So what is the value is getting? It is getting 43,216. So now you calculate the benefit. Now is expenses. What is the expenses? Or to calculate the expenses, future outgo is contained the benefit. So here it is a benefit. So it is a premium. Future income we calculate the premium, and it is a benefit. Now is expenses. We have to calculate expenses. Expenses at the time t. Here what are the expenses? Only renewal expenses is available. This initial expenses here only. So we are not taking initial expenses. Only renewal expenses is taking. Renewal expenses is 5%. 5% of the premium. So we can take the 5% of each premium. So 0.05 5% of the each premium, and this one is paying up to renewal expenses every year. So from here to up to 70. So it is like annuity. Premium will be like an annuity. Every premium it is 5% of every premium, and it is paying up to 70 years. All the premium we are taking the 5% of all the premium we have taken expenses. So we can write a 0.052132, and this value we already find out. This value it is a 11.0185. So this value will get 1175. So this is expenses. This is the expenses is 1175. Now we can calculate what is the reserve at the time 10. Reserve, prospective reserve at the time 10. So what is our 43216? This is our sum assured benefits payment, and plus our expenses 1175 minus expected future income. It is 23,491. So this will get 2899. So 20,899 reserve is required. Reserve, how much reserve is required here? 20,899. If this much reserve is not available at time 55, company will face the loss. If you are not available this amount, then company will face the loss. So we are calculating the expected reserve at time 55. Hope you understood about this problem. Once again, fastly I will explain. Premium is given. Premium is paying every year advance and up to 70 year. Sum assured any point of time. If you are death, it is end of year of death only we are paying. And initial expenses, renewal expenses is every policy. renewed, that time renewal expenses is 5%. We are using ultimate mortality 4% table. So initially expected future, this is the prospective reserve. So first premium, what is the future premium? Future premium we are calculating after 10 year, from here to here how much premium is paid, here to here another 15 years is there, 15 years. So 15 years is there, is annuity. Premium is paying 55-year-old person another 15 years. So that value we will calculate by using this formula. It is a 23,491. And benefit payment, so it is a endowment assurance, it is a A55. It is endowment assurance formula also is available here. Endowment assurance, this is applied here. And expenses is also same, like a, what is the premium is paid. So this is a premium is paid 0.05%. So we got the 1175. So this is expected present value of the expenses. So both we calculate at the prospective reserve we received. So this much amount is required at the time 55 to avoid the losses. So minimum amount 20,899 is required to avoid the loss. Hope we understood about the prospective reserve. Further 3 more classes there for prospective reserve, and after that we can learn the retrospective reserve. That also we have a 4 classes there to study the retrospective reserve. 2 types of reserve only we are studying, one prospective reserve and retrospective reserve. And after that how it is becoming equal, that also next we study another 2 more classes for the how it is becoming equal. Then we will solve the another 3 more class for problem solving. So around 13 classes there in this chapter, 13 classes available. Thank you.